Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is August 7th, 2025, and we're diving into STERIS's fiscal 2026 first quarter earnings report. Joining us is John, a senior analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. STERIS has had an impressive start to fiscal 2026, and I'm excited to break down the numbers and insights from their latest earnings report.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. STERIS reported a total revenue of $1.4 billion for the first quarter of fiscal 2026, marking a 9% increase year over year. John, what are the key drivers behind this growth?
Absolutely. The revenue growth was primarily driven by an 8% increase in healthcare revenue, a 13% rise in applied sterilization technologies, and a 5% uptick in life sciences. The company also benefited from favorable foreign currency movements, which contributed to the overall revenue increase.
And how did this translate into profitability?
STERIS's adjusted EPS came in at $2.34, beating the analyst forecast of $2.32. This was supported by a net income of $177.4 million, up from $139.8 million in the same quarter last year. The company managed to improve its margins despite facing tariff headwinds.
Segment performance and operational efficiencies. John, can you break down the performance across STERIS's different segments?
Of course. The healthcare segment saw an 8% revenue growth, driven by a 13% increase in service revenue. Applied sterilization technologies reported a 13% revenue increase, with a notable 46% rise in capital equipment revenue. Life sciences also grew by 5%, supported by an 8% increase in consumable revenue.
How about their operational efficiencies?
STERIS's free cash flow for the quarter was $326.5 million, a significant increase from $195.7 million last year. This was largely due to improved earnings and better working capital management, showcasing their operational efficiency.
Fiscal 2026 outlook and strategic initiatives. Looking ahead, what is STERIS's outlook for fiscal 2026?
STERIS has updated its revenue growth forecast to 8 to 9%, up from the previous 6 to 7%, thanks to favorable foreign currency expectations. However, the adjusted EPS forecast remains unchanged at $9.90 to $10.15, as currency benefits are expected to be offset by increased tariffs and healthcare costs.
What strategic initiatives are they focusing on?
STERIS plans to invest approximately $375 million in capital expenditures and expects free cash flow to reach $820 million. These investments are aimed at supporting their growth initiatives and enhancing operational capabilities.
Leadership insights and board changes. What insights did the leadership provide, and were there any notable changes in the board?
CEO Dan Carestio expressed satisfaction with the strong start to fiscal 2026, highlighting the company's ability to exceed expectations despite challenges. On the board front, STERIS announced the retirement of Dr. Jacqueline Kosakoff and Dr. Richard Steves, with Louis Shapiro joining as a new member, bringing valuable healthcare industry experience.
EPS forecast and analyst expectations. John, let's discuss the EPS forecast and how STERIS performed against analyst expectations.
Analysts had forecasted an EPS of $2.32 based on a survey of 4 analysts. STERIS exceeded this with an adjusted EPS of $2.34, beating expectations by 2 cents. This reflects the company's strong operational performance and effective cost management strategies.
Key takeaways. In summary, STERIS has delivered a robust performance in the first quarter of fiscal 2026, with strong revenue growth and an EPS that beat expectations. Their strategic initiatives and updated outlook position them well for the rest of the year. John, any final thoughts?
STERIS's ability to navigate challenges and capitalize on opportunities is commendable. Their focus on operational efficiencies and strategic investments should continue to drive growth. It's a promising outlook for investors.
Thank you, John, for your insights. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. If you found this analysis helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch. We'd love to hear your thoughts on STERIS's performance in the comments below.